The priest sliced open the tent with his silver sword, allowing sunlight to shine directly onto Dracula's face. His cheeks began to melt, skin peeling away in flakes. The people were terrified and completely forgot all the kindness he had shown them over the years. They decided to burn Dracula alive, despite the queen's desperate attempts to stop them. They refused to listen to any explanations. Just then, thick smoke transformed into dark clouds that instantly swallowed the blazing sun. Dracula emerged from the flames completely unharmed and gazed at his betraying subjects. Rage filled his heart. After all, he had signed a pact with the devil for these very people. If not for the queen's timely intervention and his reluctance to reveal his brutal side in front of his son, he would have unleashed a bloodbath. Meanwhile, the Sultan, fearing his soldiers would be overcome with terror, decided to blindfold them. As night fell, darkness enhanced the demonic powers within Dracula. He summoned bats, merging them into a massive arm that struck down upon the enemy forces. Then he gathered the bats into a giant fist and slammed it violently into the ground. The Sultan's mighty army crumbled like paper under the impact. Dracula transformed into a bat and teleported to the battlefield, knocking the Sultan off his horse. However, he discovered it was merely a decoy. Only then did Dracula realize he had fallen for a diversion. An enemy force had secretly infiltrated the monastery and was slaughtering innocent civilians. Even his wife had been pushed off a cliff. He immediately transformed into a bat and flew back, but despite his immense supernatural powers, he couldn't change his wife's fate. He could only watch helplessly as she plummeted down the cliff. In her final moments, she begged Dracula to drink her blood. The sun was rising, and Dracula would soon lose his powers, but their son had been captured by enemies and needed rescue. After much hesitation, for the sake of their son, Dracula painfully bit into his wife's neck. At that moment, the peace-loving, benevolent King Dracula died completely, and a powerful vampire progenitor, the true Dracula, was officially born.